and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a time-lapse showing me finishing off Who You Say I Am by Diamond Art Club. Now unfortunately I'm not actually watching my video at the same time, so I'm going to be kind of winging it from a narrative point of view, so please bear with me. This is part of a series that I started about 13 weeks ago. There is another 7 or 8 episodes to go. They release on a Monday night for me, which would be a Sunday morning for those in the US, and it's basically what I called a worthy start to the week. It was a chapter, an episode from a book that I was reading, Letters to a Lady. Mandy Manzano had the inspiration for this painting from a song, Who You Say I Am by Hillsong, and that also features at the end of the chapter reading. So it was a bit of a twofer. I took a lot of time to get permission from Hillsong to be able to use the song, and I'm very, very grateful that they enabled me to do that. They have some amazing songs, but this one, because it inspired Mandy's piece, was something that I definitely wanted to have involved. So what I ended up doing as I progressed up from the bottom doing this, I decided when I got to God's hand not to actually do the female figure. I think I might have done her the bottom of her skirt, and then I stopped. This series had me somewhat challenged, feeling that I was not good enough to be that Proverbs 31 woman, and if you listen to the chapters and the readings, you will get more of an insight into what a Proverbs 31 woman is kind of expected to be. I actually have the verses up on my wardrobe door, and I still look at it and go, do I really do that? But anyway, I digress. So yeah, I was certainly challenged with this myself. I have done the series, and there have been times where I felt I'm not worthy, and I think we all do tend to feel like that at certain times. But the importance with this was then that I continued with the background up the right hand corner into the top of God's hand and then into the clouds, and left her for last. Now I wanted to bling up the crown when I did get there, but I also wanted to bling up her hair. I wanted to put in highlights. Now I have been very, very fortunate in being able to get sparklers from Tina, and I have pretty much the whole collection, so I had a huge resource available to me. So I've put a number of highlights through with ABs, with 310s. I had a look through colours that were in the painting and colours that were not in the painting, I suppose. And the ABs that I had were the filler of the crown, and then the 310 ABs. But then I decided to put in other ABs or sparklers, so there's a number of them. I'll put in some photos towards the end while the song is playing. I'll play the song at the end and give you a better look. What you'll actually see are there are rainbow drills. There's sunshine, there's copper, there is gold, there's the 310s, which don't really look like black at all, but yes, there are things that I could potentially change. I only did the added extras on the crown of her head. I didn't do it on the flowing hair towards the bottom because it was a bit of an afterthought. I don't know why. I think I was scared to use the sparklers, to be honest. But the crown I definitely wanted to have as a feature, so I used rainbow, I think, on the edge of the crown, and it really blings. I used ombre fuchsia and pink in that center jewel, and then I used the 3770 in the crown, which 3770 in the regular drill I had in an AB, so that's just the AB. If I haven't got it already, I have got a small video that I did when I finished, and again I will insert that as well. if I can, I will try and highlight the blingy bits, because it's absolutely stunning how the shine comes out on this, and you really don't see it from the finished article. So I hope you enjoy watching me do the time lapse. I hope you have enjoyed watching the series, if you have watched the series. If you haven't, please go check it out. It's called A Worthy Start to the Week, Letters to a Lady, Who You Say I Am. It's in a playlist, and all of the episodes will be there in order. Hopefully I've got all my links correct now, and everything else is being done as I updated it. Working on this painting by Diamond Art Club, though, has been an absolute pleasure. I had got about halfway through months and months ago, and then I was just kind of beetling along, you know, a little at a time. But as I found with my previous Diamond Art Club, I powered through that in the last 2 days and finished it. And seriously, it's such a joy to work with. I was using multi-placers. I have found a new technique that coincidentally works with doing diagonals. I will have to rig up some cameras to show that in proper detail. But you'll notice that, you know, straight multi-placing in straight lines is, you know, fairly straightforward. But when you come to doing diagonals, as you get in Diamond Art Club certainly, it gets a bit trickier, and you can kind of think, well, do I single place or do I multi-place? Well, I have some tricks for the multi-placing, so I will show you those tricks in another video. But as I said, I'll need to do some camera rigging so that you actually get good close-up imagery for that. So we'll see how we go with that one. Yeah, look, I worried initially that I might be short of drills. It's quite daunting when you look at a little packet of drills and you look at the size of the painting, and you kind of think, oh my god, have I got enough? I have tons of leftovers I need to kit down, so I then have a storage bag. Yay! I need to kit down, but I have heaps of drills left over, and that includes the 141 white AB. So that's a thrill. So that will actually maybe go into a separate row in my sparkler trays, my Diamond Art Club AB drills, because they are worth keeping separately to bling up anything. The drills are slightly different, and again, this might be a picture for a later time because I'm going on the seat of my pants here. I think the drills look differently, the ABs, because of the facets, so I'll need to actually do a comparison, and I won't be doing that right now. Who You Say I Am is still available on Diamond Art Club. It is out of stock, I believe, but it's not been discontinued yet, so you can still get it. And this is gosh, what month are we in? The end of May 2020, so you may still be able to get your hands on this. The sentiment behind it, Mandy has commented on my pictures on Instagram. She's commented on my Diamond Art Club comment this morning. It's like, oh my god, you know, fangirling here. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to be involved, I guess, with so many people, from chatting with people in Diamond Art Club in the messages, and, you know, briefly conversing and fangirling with Mandy, and seeing her husband also like, and I think it might be her sister, is it Jade? Yes. Also liking Mandy's work, not my work, Mandy's work. I did think after it was finished of putting initials in. I can't recall where Mandy's initials are in the painting, and I forgot to put the initials in for mine. I could go back and change it, but to be honest, I've actually pinned it up on my board so it's behind me, and I'm not quite sure where it's going to go ultimately. That's kind of where I'm at. It's up, it's in a prominent position. I will hopefully see it and pay some attention to it, and try and remember that I am, well, I may not feel like I'm worthy and may not feel that I do an amazing job with, you know, working mum and everything else and don't quite clothe my people in red wool and all that kind of thing, and my husband doesn't sit at the city gates. You know, there are certainly sentiments that we could transfer into the modern world, and I think Phil Baker kind of pulls the ancient world into the modern world, and that's maybe why Letters to a Lady certainly spoke to me. Yeah, so there were just some thoughts. Look, I will leave you with the song, and I will leave you with some pretty visuals to have a look at, and hope you enjoy. And yeah, it was just how I felt with wrapping up this project, and yeah, very, very pleased with it as a I suppose a reviewer of a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club, if you want. But yeah, I loved it. This was not just a simple diamond painting. This was a 20-week plus project series, and yes, it was a lot bigger than I anticipated, but I knew there was going to be something special with this painting. So there you go. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking my video if you like it. Please subscribe if you're new, and if you would like to see more of my videos, please hit the notification bell and have it set to all so that you get the notifications when I upload, and I try and do it regularly. I will see you around on the tubes, and look after yourselves. Bye for now.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me, his grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died.